Hey everyone, I'm super excited to show you Burbank Sports Cards' new location, still in Burbank, across the street from Portos. If you hear from LA, you recognize it really well. We're here with Rob Veras, the owner, and I'm super excited to show you this video where we just hang out as friends and show you. One of the best things about being in this business is that you get to do it with great people, and doing business on a Saturday morning also means hanging out with some of your friends for years.
Yeah, it's
Right
great
here.
to see you, Stephanie. It's great to have you here. Your content, your personality, everything that you do for the hobby. I mean, you're the best breaker like in the world, and you represent the female side of things in a way that is inspiring to young girls and older women alike. And it's so good to have you here. We're going to show you the Burbank experience, and we've known each other a long time. How long have we known each other now?
Well, you didn't know me very well back then, but I used to work at the Costco in Burbank, not too far away from here. And I was actually in college, was when I first started getting back into collectibles. So I think a lot of people have that same experience because, you know, you're in college, you're a little bored, you have a little extra money on the weekends. So I started going around to comic book shops, a ton of them around here in Burbank.
There are, yeah.
And the only sports card shop was Burbank Sports Cards. So I was here at your, now recognizing that it was your second location. You had the big warehouse and just the little part
Actually,
in the,
you know what? Before your time, that was our third location.
Okay.
We had 2 locations before that were much bigger showrooms.
Yeah.
But we moved to that building because our online was so strong. We needed a really big warehouse, and we shrunk the showroom for retail. But yeah, this is our 5th location now.
Yeah.
So it just keeps getting bigger and better.
So in 2014, I was 21 at that showroom.
Yeah, I was older than that, yeah.
Very cool. So that was my first time here, and Rob is just a staple here in LA. So we have Tom from Dave and Adams working for Hit Parade here. He came all the way from Buffalo, and the first thing he told me when he called me is like, we gotta visit Rob at Burbank because that's what you do when you come to LA. When was your first time here, Tom?
So it would have been probably 2019, so a little before COVID. Same thing, the small store, there was like 8 showcases.
Yeah.
Rob would show us the whole back, and there's just aisles of cards and singles, and seeing that transform from that store to the next store to now this store is incredible. And you know, I only get out here once, maybe twice a year. It's always a good excuse in the winter to get out of 5 degrees Buffalo, but great to be here, great to see the new place. The number of singles is incredible, so we'll have fun picking out cards all day.
Cool, and that's a big part of why Hit Parade's here. They do a repack. This is one of the best places to get singles. How would you rank it?
I mean, we deal with Rob and his online stuff on a daily basis. We have buyers there checking out the site, so we're buying all the time from here. But now I get to see the cards in person, see things. Unfortunately, I don't get to buy those. You know, we have got the team that are, you know, the guys that do wrestling are looking at the wrestling cards. The guys that are doing Pokemon are looking at Pokemon cards. The sports guys looking at sports stuff. So now I get to kind of look and see for myself the things that these guys are seeing every day.
Yeah, no, it's always better to see things in person. You know, online can be a real cold experience. Being able to experience things, be able to put your hands on things, quite the difference.
Yeah, and like you said, it's a great spot. Like I said, seeing 8 showcase store to, I don't even know how many showcases are in here now. I'm sure you have a.
There's about 120.
Yeah, so it's crazy. It's crazy to see the growth. Great to see the growth, and you know, it shows how alive the hobby is.
Wow, these are by players. Crazy,
Buy player, every
cool.
card's $1.
That's amazing.
It's ridiculous.
That looks really nice too.
Yeah, we really, every sign that you're going to see, whether it's exterior or interior, put a lot of thought into it. Hired a director of marketing, Daniel, and his job really is the aesthetics of the place. We want it to look a certain way.
There's no way. You have Josh Allen here. There's no dollar Josh Allen cards. Come on. Hey, listen.
There's plenty, and there's 75% after last week.
The greatest quarterback on the planet, right? Currently? That's what.
Yeah.
I might be biased, but I'll vote for that.
I heard Zach from We the Hobby say that in a reel. I was like, come on, Zach.
Come on, dude. You got to win an AFC championship game first.
So that's the cool part. Like we mentioned Zach from We the Hobby. I think, you know, Rob is, to me, a leader in the industry. He shows what's possible. He pushes boundaries. He shows how much he serves the end consumer. That's how we would say it in business, in the industry. but as you know, the collector is the most important thing to each and every one of us.
Of course.
As it's our job to serve them, right? That's how we are building our businesses, centered around how we could provide the best experience possible with buying, selling, and trading cards. That's our job. The coolest part about what I get to do personally, what I feel is like maybe the best thing I've experienced the last 3 years being in this business, is getting to know guys like this. Getting to know guys that love sports, love cards, and love creating experiences for collectors. We get to hang out and do business like this right before everyone starts coming in and it gets crazy, because that's why we're hurrying up a little bit. But like, how's that experience for you two? You've been in the business way longer than me. How many people have come and go? How many true lifelong friends have you made in this industry?
This industry is amazing, and I like to look at the diversity of things because, and you'll be able to speak to this, our target audience was 30, 40, 50 something white males, and that was the case for decades.
Yeah.
Now you look at who walks in the door, it's no different than what people that walk into Macy's or a mall. It's like the same kind of demographic. It skews much more heavily female. It's literally this cross section of society that comes in here. It's super exciting, and that's one of the big things that I see is just it's the young girls, it's the folks from different ethnicities that you didn't usually see in the shops. Now they're very, very passionate, and I think that's wonderful, especially with gaming now and that kind of crowd that's coming in. The family that comes in for gaming, there might be people in the family that are looking for sports. And my job, and this is job one for me as well as the company, is to find forever homes for cards, to be the final link
cool.
from the manufacturer to the collector. And that's what I like to think that we are. And you'll see it behind you with 250 different names at a flat dollar a card. Those cards aren't getting flipped. Those cards are going into collections. And that's kind of our goal, whether it's physical or virtual, is to find that forever home and create an immersive hobby experience.
Yeah, and on our end, you know, one thing that we look at Hit Parade is we try to create very specific products. We don't just say, hey, this is a football card and it's $200 and you get what you get. We try to do things for each individual collector. So whether it's an all autograph pack where you guaranteed an autograph, guaranteed graded cards, Pokemon cards, we do things that are character specific where if you're a huge Eevee collector, it's all Eevees or evolutions of Eevees. We do Star Wars, we do money, we do comic books. It's really, there's so many different collectors, and we want to have something for each collector. And like you said, you have that family come in and dad might be wanting to look at the football cards, while the son might want to be looking at baseball cards. The daughter might want to be looking at Pokemon cards, and the mom might be looking at Star Wars cards. So you have something for everybody, and really trying to find something that fits everyone, because every collector is different, what they like is different, and that's part of the fun part of, you know, buying things is you're looking like, ooh, that would be really cool for this person or this type of person. And one of the best parts of buying and creating these packs is creating that experience. That person opens that box, gets a card that they really like, and those moments are great.
Can you believe we get to do this for work? That's how I woke up this morning. I woke up, I'm like, I'm getting ready to go to Burbank Sports Cards for work.
Yeah,
How cool is that?
I wake up every morning. I'm here at 7:30 to 6:30. I'm like a kid. I get up and I'm like tunnel vision, get to work because I love what I do. I get to put smiles on people's faces, and I get to play with cards. I mean, I've owned the place. It'll be 37 years come April 1st. And I'm probably more giddy about coming into work now than I've ever been before. And, you know, and that's exciting. And I'm going to be 60 this year, which is like senior citizen level in this industry for sure. But I still have the passion of when I first bought the business at 22. And it's just the community, it's the folks coming in the door, it's the excitement, Fanatics coming on board and just bringing all this celebrity, all of this energy to the industry that we didn't have before. And I still think we're in the second inning. We had Michael Rubin in here the other day, and he talks about not just generational, but lifetime commitments to the hobby. And I couldn't agree more. We're pumped.
Yeah, the best way I put it is I tell everybody, 12-year-old me is happy with adult me. If you'd have told me when I was 12 years old that this is what I'd be doing for a living, I would tell you there's no way that this is a profession, a job, what I'd be doing.
Sure.
And I'm just ecstatic to be here and enjoying every day. You know, I'm flying out to LA to buy cards, and You know, we did a memorabilia buy yesterday. That was one of the reasons we came out here. And just seeing that stuff and doing with that every single day is amazing.
I've personally known both of you for 4 years, and I consider you both very good friends. So there's that part of the industry for me, or being in this business, that I get to go hang out and do business with people I really like. So what do you guys feel about that, and how important are relationships in this business?
To me, relationships is everything. For me, especially going to shows, usually one of the big things we're doing is trying to buy. And anyone can go and look at their phone and tell you, okay, this counts for this, and try to negotiate a price. What it comes down to is building those relationships with the different dealers, different people at the shows, because that's how you really get the better deals. That's how you get the cards you need. And you know, every time I go to a show, it's always fun because it's, oh, hey, how you been? How's the family? You know, oh, your kids are doing this now. That's great. So you know, you see these people, and you know, now you know I have a family myself. I don't go out a lot at home because I'm busy with my family. When I'm out at the show, it's almost like hey, let's the whole crew's back together. Let's go get dinner and let's talk about how things are, and it's great.
I feel super blessed to have people like Rob, because just like you said, Jim Beckett's your mentor. I see you and I see your kids working here, and that just blows my heart, my mind. Like, that is my dream.
Oh,
so I
yeah.
get to see Rob make it happen, and now I go, yeah, I could do that too. Rich Layden, for me, I met him at the Mint. That was my first time going out to any of these industry events. And Rich and Sarah were so kind enough to share their story with me. And I said, wow, they were able to make that happen. Why not me? Like, these are the things that you meet these people that are so incredible. You get to start realizing that there's amazing things that you can do too. That's why, if you are in this industry or you want to be, getting out there to shows, getting out there to shops and meeting people, to me, it makes a huge difference.
Family is everything. My mother started working with me when I first bought the business in '89 until she passed. My dad has been involved since '94 in the business. My wife's taken care of the books for years. My daughter, oh my God, my daughter works for me, and I get to see her every day. My son is one of the great minds in this industry. And if you would have told me when they were 2 and 6 years old that this would have been the situation, that my father was still involved at close to 85 years old, and that my kids really want to take ownership of this business, and that my wife is so involved, and we have this card show that we're all involved in. It's just, you would have told me that when we first got married, or I first started dating her in '86, I would have said, this is all absolutely insane. But that's the power of the hobby and the passion that we have, and the hope that the rest of our family members want to get involved as well, because that's the holy grail.
And now we get to look at cards and do some really great deals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey everyone, so I hope you enjoyed our trip to Burbank Sports Cards in Burbank, sunny California, not 5-degree weather here with Rob. We talked about the beauty of the hobby and why we love to do what we do. Rob?
Stephanie, just love the fact that you came through, and just love watching your content, how you've blown up over the last few years, winning Breaker of the Year, well-deserved, absolutely amazing. You know, we've really tried hard to serve the community here on so many fronts. This was an old Rite Aid and a very expensive 14,000 plus foot building, and we decided to take a really big swing, just like you did 4 years ago here, and having PSA come in here, partner with us with their first ever retail store has been amazing. And just the sheer amount of people walking through the door here from all over the world, it's been super exciting. And again, getting to work with my family every day, having the best staff in the industry, and just trying to be a leader more than anything else, and just trying to kind of pave the way for a lot of people that are getting into it now. Couldn't ask for a better situation in my life. So it was great seeing you.
Thank you, Rob.
And we'll see you again real soon.
Thank you. And one more thing, Rob.
Don't forget about the West Coast Card Show in February, Valentine's Day weekend, Ontario Convention Center. It's going to be massive. We're really pumped about that as well.
We'll be there.
Yeah.
Go.
Card Father out.